Lately, everything's trembling. All my shelters are
Boom
opening.
shakalaka. Good thing to know.
Feels like everything's crumbling. All the windows are shattering.
What kind of witchcraft is that?
Hold your horses, it's too cold to read. Face expressions that mean nothing. Taking, everyone's grabbing. All the women are howling. Running, everyone's rushing. All the saviors are frowning. Hold your horses, it's too cold to read. Face expressions that mean nothing. Dip your sadness in this bowl till you
We're gonna be looking at multi-tools today.
We kind of leave these on the back bumper of the Jeep, or
Huh? Yeah.
show them, or
Yeah. So which one are you working on right now, Frankie?
I got the Makita
Okay.
set up down there.
Okay.
I just got.
So you got the Milwaukee here.
Yeah, I just got to get the rest of the deals.
Okay, so the Makita we've had for how long now?
I don't know, a month and a half.
Month and a half. So you've used it. We just got the Milwaukee.
Yep.
And the only crossover between the Makita multi-tool and the Milwaukee multi-tool is what? Is the
Chainsaw.
But what about trimmer heads? Doesn't Makita have a trimmer head?
Nope. They didn't send it. If they do, they didn't send it.
We don't have it, but they do make actually 3 different trimmer heads plus a whole bunch of other attachments that we don't have. One thing that Makita does that nobody else does is your power head itself can either be 4-stroke gas or battery, which is really cool. And they are the only ones in the industry doing this.
Right.
So that makes a big difference. So really, what we're doing is we're trying to compare Makita, Milwaukee, and kind of get that feel for that, and then see how they do up against the absolute cheapest Polesaw we could buy. Because this was your idea,
Well,
and it was a good idea. Tell them your idea.
normally I would have just went out and bought one myself, just a cheap one. It would have been an electric one, just to have around the house.
A
just to
cheap
have
Polesaw, because you needed one.
Yeah, because I use one around my place.
Right.
So I would have just went and bought a cheap Polesaw electric one.
The cheapest one you could have found.
Yeah.
And so I actually called you because this is kind of weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I called Frankie and I'm like, hey, Frankie, I want to go down to Harbor Freight and I want to buy the cheapest multi-tool that they have. And you were...
Already there.
he was
Sorry, just pulling in.
Yep.
Parking lot.
So I'm like, all right, I'll be right down. And he waited for me and we couldn't find a cheap multi-tool there, could we?
No, there is not a multi-tool. At Harbor Freight anyways, there isn't.
No.
I think they can be hard to find.
Yeah.
I mean, an all-purpose one, you know, like that.
Right, yeah. I don't know, maybe Amazon would have the cheapest multi-tool.
That could possibly be.
I'm gonna guess, but the problem is cheap Chinese junk. Right?
Well, yeah, then you're not going to be able to... See, Harbor Freight, what's nice about Harbor Freight, something happens to it, you take it back.
Oh, and they return it.
Yep.
They're great.
Yep. And then they got that extended warranty besides.
Yeah. So you can pay a little extra.
$15, I think, for
Yeah.
a 2-year
Yeah.
warranty on it. It's like,
Right.
wow. That's, I mean...
So the point was with this one, we wanted to see how the Harbor Freight cheapest stuff goes up against the good stuff, Milwaukee and
Even though
Makita.
it's electric or battery, it don't matter for a homeowner. It wouldn't have mattered for me. I'd have pulled out a cord to save $50.
Okay, so here's what we found at Harbor Freight. It's $80. That's actually got a pretty nice extension system, doesn't it, Frankie?
Yeah,
So you just twist it to lock it.
Unlock.
That's not bad. Huh. What do you think of it?
I don't know. I mean, that's
$80 electric Polesaw.
I mean, that's
That's a plug one though. That's plug in.
That's electric. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
You know, they say 50 guys to be able to reach 15 feet. you know,
15.
with that's including the guy. This extends out to
A low kickback design.
what they say, 8'10".
It's got a 16-inch head.
Yeah.
Okay. The next cheapest one at Harbor Freight that was battery powered was
What was it?
$100 more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this, where is it? So here it is. So this one is a $79 unit, and it's got a cord on it.
Yep.
And the battery powered version of that thing was $179.
Right.
And so for $100,
I'd pull the cord around.
we'll pull a cord around, right?
Right, because I mean, normally a guy ain't got to, he ain't gonna be working it all day. He's just gonna trim up a few trees and.
Well, a Polesaw is something you use twice a year.
Right. No.
I mean, it's just like, boom, pull it out.
It's nice to have. It's there. You have it.
Well, yeah, you want, that's a Polesaw. On the flip side of that coin, even though you don't use it a lot, when you need it, it's better than what you do, Frankie.
Yeah. Climb a ladder with a chainsaw, and I still can get 14 feet, 12, 14 feet.
All right, well, wait a minute. Let's back this up. Frankie calculates it. He went through the calculation with me yesterday.
Yeah.
He figures he's got an 8-foot ladder.
8-foot step ladder.
8-foot step ladder. He's 5 foot tall because he goes 1 foot down on the step ladder rung. So he figures he can get 12 to 13 foot cut and then reach up about 1 foot to 2 feet above his head to cut. So he's like, even without a Polesaw, I can still reach about 13 feet.
Yeah.
That's if you want to go on a ladder with a chainsaw.
Right. That's why I was rethinking and going with a Polesaw.
Yeah,
You know,
don't do
because
it.
It's unsafe.
Don't do it. Don't climb up on a ladder with a freaking chainsaw. I mean,
So.
it's not, no, don't do it. Just don't do it. All right. So this is the new Milwaukee multi-tool. And this just came out this year. So you got a weed eater with it. Well, now wait a minute. All these are extra, right?
Right.
So you got a weed eater, a bed edger, which that's another once or twice a year attachment.
Yep. But when you got it, it's
Sidewalks,
nice
edge out your driveways, edge out your garden beds. So, I mean, you know what? That's not a bad thing to have. I mean, we've got a dedicated edger, so it's good to have. Here's another one. This is a hedge trimmer. And now also, Milwaukee makes good stuff in my opinion. Frankie was a DeWalt guy, right?
Yep.
So
electric ones.
What is your opinion now? Your straightforward, honest opinion.
But Milwaukee's keeping up with the times too. I mean, they're putting out stuff, where I think everybody's trying to follow them.
So when you say they're keeping up with the times, let's clarify that
Everything's
statement.
more. I mean, the batteries are better.
Yeah.
And before the batteries would just actually basically be, I thought. But batteries are good.
So they
got
now
power. Different sizes of the batteries. It's nice, the power of them.
Let's just clarify a few things.
Okay.
They've got M12 battery, and that is the size of the engine. So the 18 volt. Let me see where we got.
There's all charged. Yep.
All right, so you got an 18 volt battery, and you got a 12 volt battery with the Milwaukee platform. And think of that as the size of the engine, right? It's like the size of the engine in your car. This is the size of the engine running the tool. Now, you've got a 5 amp hour battery. You got a 9 amp hour battery. And don't they also have a 12? Will you grab the 12 out of there, Frankie? So let's help these guys understand. Think of that as the size of the fuel tank. That's how many gallons of gas you're getting out of it, okay? So we're gonna define this. These all are the same power.
Yeah, they go into any tool,
But this battery here won't give you the amount of runtime that battery in the end will give you. That's the difference. So the volts is the size of the engine. Wait a minute, is that right? Is it the volts, Frankie?
18 volt, yeah.
18 volt, yes. 18 volts is the size of the engine, thank you. And the 5 amp hour, 9 amp hour, or 12 amp hours, the size of the fuel tank. want to try to understand these battery technology better. This is the M12, so this is the smallest engine Milwaukee makes, but this has got a bigger gas tank. This 4 amp hour than this 2 amp hour. That's the difference.
Yeah.
In general, I'm going to go on the record saying that I think Milwaukee makes phenomenal tools.
And what else I like about them, you know, all their tools or whatever,
Yeah.
take the same battery. I can put this battery in that tool as I can put it in that tool, that tool, that tool. In the past, you couldn't. Every tool had their own design, you know, own battery. So you had to have 12 charges. Well, we got a lot of chargers, but they're charging the same battery. I can charge this battery with this charger, whatever. It doesn't matter. And I can put this battery in any tool. Also, you know, it's a big plus. It's a big plus.
It's a big plus. But I'm also going to go on the record saying that I think DeWalt makes great tools and Makita makes great tools.
Yeah, I'm kind of in between the two of them. They're good.
I mean, it's almost like comparing apples to oranges to pears, right?
Yep.
They all have phenomenal tools, but they're all slightly different. And it's just a matter of which one do you like the best. There's going to be, Milwaukee's going to have advantages, DeWalt's going to have advantages, Makita's going to have advantages.
Yep.
So that's something for you. And the reason we want to cover this is you guys may be going out and looking at buying a multi-tool. And if you're going to buy one, you're going to want to understand battery technology, what the attachments are, what they do. So, hey, this may be a little bit of a longer video. But hopefully by the time you're done with it, you're coming out going, oh, I get volts, I get amp hours, now I know which, you know, hopefully it helps out, right?
Yep.
So my guess is this plug-in is going to perform pretty darn well because it's got constant juice to it. It's a simple, straightforward layout. It's a plug-in is a design tool that's been around for decades, so they've had a chance to get it right.
Plus, no wear down on the battery. I mean, it ain't gonna be losing power anytime.
So for about 25-30 minutes, the Milwaukee Makita are probably going to keep up head to head.
Yeah.
With a
might be even pull a little bit ahead of it.
You think so?
You never know. I mean, to begin with, yeah, fresh batteries and stuff, they'll keep up.
Okay.
I'm believing.
Hey, let's show this one before we go. Let's show how this one connects and disconnects. Let's show. Okay. So this one's got an extension, and you've got the extension on it.
Yep.
So let's set it right up on the Jeep here, so we can maybe see a little better with the light. What the heck? We got the striker lights. Oh, these. All right. So all of our lights in here really are by these 3 striker lights, aren't they?
You want?
Those are the freaking best lights ever. Actually, you know what? Side note, I'm gonna put a link to these lights. Let me show these lights real quick, Frankie, while you're getting set up. These lights, hard to see, freaking phenomenal. 3 lights in here. Otherwise, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lights. And these 3 strikers do the same thing. All right, here we go, back at it. Okay, so it's a pretty straightforward.
But I can take this one apart easier too. This one will be a little easier to explain, and it ain't so heavy on the engine.
Okay, so you unscrew it,
push,
click a button, and it slides out. And so it's got a simple locking mechanism. You line up the tab here with this tab here, slide it together, and literally you don't. Once you
should just lock it. Well, I mean, I lock it.
Are you lined up right?
Yeah, should be.
Oh. What the heck?
There.
Oh, there we go.
I just wasn't pushed or must not have been lined up.
So you got to lock in and click.
No.
Yeah, you got to call.
Oh,
watch. There, that's a click.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant push down.
No. Okay.
No pushing down. And then this locks it.
Then I don't even know what the heck that does, to be honest.
Just keep everything tight.
Okay.
So it doesn't, wiggle when you do have it tight.
So it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward to switch these attachments around.
Yeah, the attachment switching is very
So let's look at the power head. You can just leave the power head disconnected. Actually, here, Frankie, will you hold camera?
Yeah.
I'll show these guys the power head. It's rolling. Okay, so the multi-tool does take a bigger battery platform. Was this the battery that came with it, Frankie?
That one? No, I don't.
I think the M12 comes with it.
Yeah.
So the M12, the biggest battery, is what you'll typically want to use for an outdoor power tool. And the batteries on the Milwaukees have a fuel gauge on them. This is pretty nice. It tells you how much power you have. But the battery on the Milwaukees goes directly on the back, because this is your heaviest part of this. This battery weighs almost as much as this. Well, maybe not quite, but the point is, as soon as you slap that battery on, it kind of counterbalances the whole unit, right?
Yep.
So it just helps make it a little bit easier. Now you got a speed adjustment right here. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a button you hit, and then you can go between high speed and low speed. Safety trigger, so you put that down, then you hit the bottom one, and you're in operation. So boom, boom, and that's it. The only assembly we had to do with this unit was put the handle on here, and that's your power head. Yeah. This is an ice skating rink out here. We just had snow, more snow, and more snow. And then the last 3 days, we've had nothing but rain. And so it is slickery. Hey, we're gonna take down this tree next, huh?
Yeah.
Should we use the payloader on it?
I would, yeah. It'd be nice too.
Where do you think we should put the payloader? Which way you want to drop it?
Right on top of that pile.
You want to? So we're gonna just drop this tree straight down that way. We'll get the beak and the forks and all the stuff out of there.
Right.
I noticed that we're not getting any water in the lower barn anymore.
Yeah, it's damp, but that's just from the, just sucking through.
Coming through the walls.
Walls and, yeah.
We got a few boxes to burn. Holy crap, Frankie.
But
We got a few boxes to burn when it stops
I haven't
raining.
done for a while, yeah. Well, with all the snow, I haven't had really a chance to. But.
Alright, so now we're looking at Makita. So Makita has a Polesaw just like Milwaukee, right?
Yep.
They also have 2 brooms. Boom, boom. So there's your 2 broom attachments.
The paddle.
A paddle broom, which is my favorite between the 2 brooms. Alright, let's show these guys how they disconnect and connect the Makitas.
Makita, I kind of like their setup a little bit better.
Okay.
Theirs is just flip down,
Oh, that is
push a button, you're out.
Oh.
But they got the shaft that sticks out, but still, it's basically all the same.
Oh, that is different. Okay.
Boom, locked. Boom, done.
That is pretty
It's
slick.
A little bit faster, just a little bit faster, but I mean, but Makita's a double battery.
Alright, so we got a couple batteries.
Yeah, I got them charged up there.
Alright, so let's show these guys how this hooks up. Alright. So the Makitas, and the Makita's got a bumper guard on the bottom. I want to show them that, Frankie.
Yep.
So this plate, when you set it down, just like he's got it, you're not setting your batteries in the muck. You're actually protecting them, which is great. Okay, so with the Makita, it's got a delay, right?
I guess a little.
So you gotta hit this button,
Yeah.
and you gotta hold the button, and then if you don't use it, I think,
It just shuts down.
It just shuts down on its own, so then you gotta hit and hold the button again, which I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but no, I don't.
I don't like it on the chainsaws.
No.
That's where it's annoying as all get out. Alright, let's
Yeah, you gotta hit the button before the lights go out.
Yeah, so this is that button right there. I freaking hate that button. I mean, that's just me. But it looks like it's ready to go.
Yeah.
So then it's a two lever, right? Boom. Makita's just got a nice smooth sound to it, doesn't it?
Makita's got, I mean, compared to Milwaukee now, starts out slow, but then gets the speed up.
Yep.
I don't know if it's because of the batteries or whatever, but it's just all their stuff is like that.
Yeah,
Starts
okay.
out slow, but then picks up the speed, and then it's got the speed.
Where's our Red Max?
Right back here.
Ooh, this is going to be a fun one, you guys. This is going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be great. So the tree, we've got a tree specifically designed.
Okay.
Did we specifically design that tree?
No, decided. We decided that.
That's what happens when two Polacks try to talk. All right, so we got full power on there, full power on the Milwaukee. Let's go look at that Portland. All right, we're gonna take this out. That's actually pretty nice looking. I wish I had another striker light in here.
Take one from that basement.
Nah, I mean, just wish we had it right now. We need it in the barn. We need it in the barn more than we need it up here. The barn lighting is worse. Okay, it's got a wrench?
My chain.
Oh, the handle, right?
My chain and the wrench. To put the
Okay, so some assembly required. Assembly is complete.
And
So
the game is the same amount of assembly was with the Makita and Milwaukee.
So nothing changed between the two. Now, static versus extendable. That's kind of a big difference, though.
What's that?
Well, the Makita and the Milwaukee are both static extensions. Right?
I guess I don't understand what that means.
Okay, but no, we'll extend this one out. You can adjust this anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of cool. There we go. So anywhere. So you've got universal adjustment.
Because now you're gonna get just as long as you're gonna get that much longer with your.
So by the time you hook, well, let's hook the power heads up to all three and show them
Okay.
side by each. No, you're gonna get more reach. Just
What?
technically, more reach with the Milwaukee and Makita than you are with your
Yeah.
Portland $80 cheapest from Harbor Freight Polesaw.
All right.
That clicky thing's not as clicky as.
You want it to be. Why is it?
Come on, clicky thing. It's got to go all the way in. So this has got to go all the way up.
But that shouldn't have to block or be pushed down.
And what the flip saunders?
Okay, please. Should be
Nothing blocking it?
no, shouldn't be nothing blocking.
No
it.
mouse nest in the end of there? Oh, yeah, we powered it. That's right.
But that's there.
Oh, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, the gears itself weren't lining up on the inside.
Okay. Boom shakalaka. Good thing to know. So you've got, so I call that a static. You don't have any adjustment other than putting the extensions on. And I don't know if that makes much of a difference to anybody or not. Just something to point out. I mean, because we're comparing a homeowner grade versus contractor grade equipment. Really is what we're doing. That didn't click.
It's in.
That's in?
Guaranteed, yeah.
What if you're wrong? What is your guarantee good for?
Well, then I'm wrong on camera or whatever, but I don't think I am.
So the
That's all I
Makita's
did.
longer, Frankie.
Well,
The Makita's longer. Are you butted up?
Yeah, pretty much.
Butt to butt? Okay. Alright, so the Makita's got her beat by 2 inches, and you know them 2 inches are important. That's what she said.
and then
Oh, look at, so the Portland is the shortest.
by what? A foot and a half?
No. Well, yeah. Yeah, if you're going nose to nose, end to end. But do you have it extended all the way out, Frankie?
Yep.
All the way?
Yep.
Okay.
This could be a little bigger of a hole, you know. But it is what it is.
Alright, so look at that. That is kind of... Alright, just don't spill in my carpet. We actually do have the garage carpeted. That's actually a pretty nice thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of weird, but
when your garage is connected to your house and your freezer's out in the garage and you work out in the garage. All right, we got all three ready to go, don't we?
Yep.
And it's got a cord catch right there.
Yeah.
You want to show them how that works, Frankie? So there we go. There's your trigger mechanism. Boom. Now your cord stays with you. Cool, eh? So how's the balance on that one, Frankie?
I don't know.
It's light in the back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Because it doesn't have the battery, so it doesn't have the counterbalance.
There goes your camera.
My camera fell?
Yeah, right there.
What the flip? Why would it? Oh, it's a GoPro. You can't hurt them.
Cut like butter.
Cut like butter?
Yeah.
New chain. So all three of them have new chains.
Yep.
So that
Is a plus.
That's a plus, of course. That's a requirement. And for this test, we got to have new chains for all three of them. Okay, so you just got done cutting, and what were you saying, Frankie?
It does get top heavy. I mean, it's a little bit of a workout, you know.
Not very well balanced.
Well,
in
yeah,
comparison,
there's no weight down here, you know. Everything's at one end, at that end, the top end.
We got some.
This one has no problems. I mean, there's what's that, 4 inch? That's probably a 4 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. I mean, no problem.
Cheap one went well, didn't it?
One, 2, 3, 5, 4 times a big chunk of it. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 times of the 4 inch style. Then a bunch of the little.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no, and it was even consistent power throughout the whole cut.
The whole deal, yeah.
Yep. So for 80 bucks, Portland passes.
Yeah, I'd spend 80 bucks on it. I'd spend 80 bucks.
If you only need a,
But here, if a guy had to, he could go buy another length. You know, add on. You know, you
Good
could get
point.
that height
Oh,
if you wanted to.
So if you really
You go buy
want
2 more attachments if you wanted to
really,
you know, get it balanced up there. You can buy as many attachments as, you know, to get your height.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I don't know how beats the first set of them, I'm sure.
That's where the extra length comes in nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, don't cut that one. The camera's not on it.
Okay, I can use that one.
Yeah. How's the balance on that one?
I don't know if it's as good as the Makita.
Culating. My true love will be waiting. The rains are moving in. We had a break in the rain. So now they're coming back. So you could have never trimmed those branches up with the Poulons, it wasn't, or the Portland.
Yeah,
Let's take a lower, heavier duty branch, Frankie.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's one over there.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. Let's see how she does. That's a good size. That's about as beefy as the one Portland was taking on, isn't it? Frankie's beating up my GoPro. How's your shoulders feeling?
All right, this one, I don't know, it ain't even balanced, I don't think is good. I've run the Makita a little bit, but
Well, let's run the Makita side by each now.
and see what happens.
Yep, let's grab the Makita and let's trim up some stuff and see exactly how that feels in comparison, because running it a few days ago and then comparing is a little different than...
Right.
All right, let's go find some more trees. All right, now it's up. Now Makita's up to bat. Now you seem to like this one the best.
Well,
Yeah, maybe. No. Turn your power on. She definitely torques up. It seems like, you know, it almost seems the opposite of what we were saying in the barn, Frankie.
yeah. Let's see here. Oh, what the heck? I think the battery's got cold sitting in the snow. See? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, batteries must have gotten cold
What?
sitting in the snow.
You're on full juice.
I know it, but she's already blinked. She's blinking.
Yeah, but the batteries aren't blinking down here. What the heck? Well, yeah, she sat in the snow for a little bit, but I mean, if you're working outside and it's a 40-degree day, it's freaking raining
got
out.
nothing.
That can't be it.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
And I'm green to go. Right? Okay, but see, I'm blinking red.
Let's pop the batteries out and pop them back in. I'm doing a switcheroonie. There's no snow in the actual connections. Nope. I should fire up now. Let me turn this.
They're heavy, ain't they?
Yeah. Yep. I hate these branches that grow down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like grow up. Sunlight is up. Don't grow down. That's a shoulder burner. I don't know. I think the Portland had the most just
Straight out power.
straight out power.
Yeah.
I mean, this we can go anywhere. but just from my 2 cents, Portland had the best power. What are we looking at?
And you're gonna have that power constantly with the Portland. If you got a long enough cord, you're gonna have that power all the time.
Yep. All right.
I think ducks have enough sense to get out of the rain.
What Frankie's saying is, this video is done. We're gonna go back in the shop. What's your thoughts on them?
I don't know. I mean, if it was me, not being able to borrow one or just having to go out and get one, I'm stuck with the Portland.
You'd buy the Portland?
Just because I don't do it that often. And when I want it, I want it. Yep. So I got a long enough cord to go around my yard. Yep.
So, and the Makita and Milwaukee both worked.
But now, if I was going to go ahead and buy the other attachments, then I would invest in one of the other ones, just because I'd have the more attachments, you know, to add on to it.
Yeah.
But if I was just going for a Polesaw, Portland would be my way to go.
Well, it would be both Makita and Milwaukee. They're a little different than each other, but both are good in their own way.
Yep.
They both make quality tools.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, and a lot of it is, if you got a sharp chain, good chain, it's gonna cut good.
Yeah, yeah. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Is getting a sharp chain on anything that you use.
Yep.
There you go, you guys. That's it. At least we're out of the rain. We'll wrap up. And tell me what you guys want to see next. What's the next video that you guys want to see? We've got a Red Max video coming up. And I was thinking about doing a battery chainsaw video. Ego, DeWalt, Makita,
And we do got
Milwaukee.
We should do an electric one even. We got electric chainsaws.
Oh, we got that.
2 of them.
We got that one
got 2 of them.
Aldi's. I bought a chainsaw from Aldi's for $28.
Yeah. It's
That's
electric, but big deal.
Yeah,
Try it
I
out.
wanna do that. Is that
No, I think that's down at the other.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I was thinking about that when I was driving home just yesterday. I was like, I can't believe I bought a chainsaw from Aldi's for $28.
Right. I mean,
That's
like I say, if a guy ain't gonna use them, but you know, if say if a branch falls off, you know, breaks off of one of your trees in around the yard, and you're only gonna use it once a year, electric's fine. Electric's great. Like I say, all it consists of is a good chain to cut it. You're good to go. Then you ain't got to deal with the gas, the oil. Well, you still got to put the oil, but you ain't got to deal with the mixing gas or whatever, having gas on hand. If you got an extension cord on hand, you're ready to go.
Yeah, I honestly like battery powered tools more and more. I really think that they're catching up to
The quality of them is, yeah.
quality. And so there's a ton of new battery powered tools too out. So that's
Right.
something else to think about. So it's not just Milwaukee, Makita, and DeWalt.
Right.
There's all these other names that, and Ego also is. I think Ego is.
Eagles are coming out with a lot of, I mean, their stuff is pretty good.
Ego is. Their battery systems are insanely.
They got a big battery.
Dude, and quality.
Yeah.
Quality. And then there's a whole bunch of guys that are trying to catch up to them, but they're not there yet. So like True Works and Yard Works and I don't know all the
But them are
different
the ones
names.
that you're gonna buy cheaper, so you
Yep.
know,
Yep.
might be the way to go. You know, for the guy that ain't gonna use it every day or once a year, hey, you know what the heck, cheap is sometimes the better.
Yep. All right, that's all we got for you guys today. God bless. Go get them and check out these other 2 videos. This video is going to be my most recent upload, and this video right here is going to be optimized just for you. I think. I don't know. Huh?
Yep.
Yep.
I agree.
Frankie agrees. God bless. Go get them.